I'm just on my way back from a short walk where this new electrostatic sensor circuit proved me wrong about something. You can also see there are some changes on the board if you saw the last video, and I'll detail those. But now let's go and see what it is that I was wrong about. While we're on the way, here's a bit of a clue to an upcoming project. Now what do you think those are for? And this old telephone wire here, that's going to be part of that project too. Anyway, let's carry on. So while we make our way down there, I wanted to show a couple of features, a couple of changes of this circuit now. And the most obvious is the speaker and the pot, the volume pot there. What I've done is I listened to people who were saying, why don't you use a radio, why don't you use sound for these sensings of electrostatic fields, and would be especially useful for lightning as well as high voltage power lines and such. So now there's code in the program that's a bit like a metal detector. I'll turn this up now. So there we are with that repeating noise, which will both increase in speed and pitch, a bit like that bird there, when there are electrostatic fields around. So you should hear this note change as well when we get near to the abandoned house that I thought had got no power to it. What that situation was briefly was a city employee came out and he was chatting about the lines that go down the road, and he said, oh well, that place there, yeah, no one lives there, the power's switched off. And I thought he meant the power on the road end of it was switched off to the whole house as a safety kind of thing. Well, as I say, I've just come back after being a bit shocked. So that's why we're going there now. It's actually through there. So that's where we're heading towards. And we'll see if this noise changes and what kind of readings we get. These readings also are intended to help with setting this up for lightning storms. I want to see if there are differences in the baseline, and then see, you know, whether we can actually detect the lightning flashes from a decent range, at least the electrostatic build-up in the air. So this sort of thing, yeah, it's important to be wrong and to get some data. So we're now nearer to that property, and you can hear perhaps how things have already changed. The sound is now, the pitch is now higher. So that's interesting straight away. And with that distance away yet, let's get nearer. The reading is also showing plus 36, plus 37. Let's walk on through. And it's audibly increasing, isn't it? You can really hear that difference. We're now at 41. You can actually see the power pole here, which I thought was switched off completely and up to the road. Now here we're around about 42, 43. Slightly increasing as we go. We're now, wow, sometimes peaking above 100. Even closer. Oh, and it's just triggered into the first high. We must be about 20 feet from that wire, 15, 20 feet. The noise has definitely changed, much higher. You can see this, we've got the high triggered on the screen. And it should go even higher than that as we get right underneath. Yeah, there we go. So it really shows the effectiveness of just the speaker output and the volume pot there. Yeah, that's peaking all the time now. Right up at, oh, about 180 from this wire, so it does show this power going through. Now there is a box over there, let's go and have a look at that. And there you go, that's bare connections to the house. I wonder if he meant that, if they've pulled something there to disconnect. It looks connected to me. Oh no, there's fuses, aren't there? Those things left and right would be fuses, I would imagine. I don't know. Do let me know. When he said switched off, I'm presuming it's this box here. And now it makes me wonder about these main high voltage lines here before they get transformed on that pole behind. Oh, as you can see, we're nearer to those lines now. We're at about 340. The light is on really brightly at the top. You can certainly hear that pitch. I had thought there was something at that pole down the end, which may have been to do with things, maybe you could switch off there, I didn't know. But yeah, as I'm walking underneath, everything just like maxed out. 350, it could just go right the way up to 400. This thing has definitely proven me wrong with thinking that this was switched off. Now, on the way back, get a couple more readings for some baselines, because I do want to try this with lightning storms and the static bursts and such, the energy in the air from that lightning and from those storms going through. So we'll end with that. Oh, while I'm here under these wires, I want to check directionality, you know, because the way the tin foil acted on the other circuit, if I point this to the ground, no, there's not as much change, is there? Turn away. Oh, it's still pegging out. And here's directly towards. So yeah, it's more reliable in those kind of ways for 360-degree sensing. Right, so let's just check under that pole, and then I'll follow those wires along and get those other readings when we get nearer to the house. Yes, as expected, it's peaking all the way along here, all the way down the road. Oh, and by the way, I'm walking along with the USB power bank in a pocket just to keep that away. I'm also using a keep alive circuit. I don't think it needs one now with the speaker going, but if I turn it down, well, it might not draw enough to keep the power bank going. Now here's interesting, you've been used to hearing that beeping away and maxing out. Here is the high voltage line there going along, and we're coming up to our property. There are our high voltage lines. So what happens when I move away from that one, and it'll also be a distance from there. This should drop. There we go. So now that I'm getting further away from the one behind, and I'm actually a fair distance from that one over there, yeah, the readings have dropped. And it's really noticeable with it having sound now on this circuit. Here we are down at the water, where you can hear that it's slowed right up, and the reading is actually about 45 to 50, something like that. And there's the high voltage wires. So I'll just show, well, it should prove that this thing will increase in speed again as we go nearer. Here we go. Yep, the first high reading. And it makes it a heck of a lot simpler to hear the thing. So I do agree with some commenters about that. Hearing it does make a big difference. And sure enough, by this point here, yep, we're up to 180 and we're climbing upward. Finally, well away from those lines, we're back down to around 40. And the note there has changed. Let me just show you what happens when I boot up. I put a little tune on it. Here's the calibrating section for version 1.12. And there we are, little intro tune. So I hope you enjoyed seeing those changes and how I was wrong. The changes will be on the GitHub link, and I'll hope to see you next time.